Hello, and excuse the current clucking that's going on. I'm going to be introducing you guys to that in a second. But, hello, welcome back. I know I kind of skipped an upload with my birthday going on and everything else like that. Heck, even the recording for this is happening a lot later than I would prefer it to be, but stuff happens. So, I have been working on the world just occasionally, like in between episodes. Like I did some terraforming over there, getting ready to make our pathway into what's going to be the major part of the village over there. Let's see. Haven't really worked over here all that much. I did terraform away the nether portal that was up here. I am going to end up putting another portal up there, but I just went ahead and got rid of the ruined one that was right there. I did move the villagers, so this is fully set up now. So the villagers are now over here with some iron golems over there to help them out. Also, we went completely through the winter, and I don't think we actually lost a villager this time. If we did, it wasn't one that I realized. It was probably, I'll be honest, one of the flower ones, because I have so many of those flower boxes around. There's a whole bunch of them. So, it was probably one of them, if we did lose anybody. Now, I think it's time for me to actually introduce... Hold on, I'm actually going to do something for y'all's benefit here. Hold on, just turn friendly creatures off. These are actually going to end up being like grain silos. But I decided to go ahead and use them for other things. These are like two very small farms. One is kind of an auto farm, and the other one is more of a manual farm. You'll see what I mean when I get in there and talk about them. But this one, which is actually fully done and everything, this is a chicken farm. What are you doing up there, my guy? There we go. Sit on the ground. But this gives me eggs. Oh, some of my copper ended up in there. But this gives me eggs and feathers. Just over time. Eggs can be used for some of the meadow stuff. Meadow really works with like cheeses and things like that. So in order to do that, you need to make rennet, and rennet needs eggs and stuff like that. So it's a whole process, but I went ahead and made this for whenever I get into that. And then there's this guy. This is kind of going to be like an auto flower farm. All the double tall flowers I can bone meal that I have found are in here. This is just going to be storage for them. So in between episodes, whenever I get a chance or I have like a good stack of bone meal or something, I can come in here and do all that. I still need to get the same shutter door on this one so that they're fully closed off. Also, I've been spending a lot of time in the village. How much cactus do we have? Curious. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. I've been kind of bouncing between here and the actual base, so the fact that I don't have a whole lot in there kind of makes sense. Dear heavens, my guy. I don't have any iron. I am very sorry. But I went ahead and gathered up a good amount of resources. I have some stuff. I kind of want to do this and get started on this. This is going to be the next big thing I do besides, you know, the house that's happening back there. That's a whole thing on its own. We're probably going to go touch on that again today. I'm going to try and get as much of the roof done as I can today. I have the materials and everything set back there, so it's all good to go. I just need to get back there and do it. But the dock is going to be a main focal point for the village. This one, as well as the one that's going to be out there. So I wanted to go ahead and get them set up. This, if you were listening whenever I put this plan in, this was actually going to be the tavern with a little outdoor piece over here and then a full indoor piece. And the building itself is large because I want to get at least like 2 to 3 rooms upstairs, not to mention also a room for the villager who's kind of running things here. So that's a whole thing. So I want to get this in, and I kind of want to figure out where the dock starts and where it ends when going into the village. That's a whole thing I have to figure out today. You know, if can I nap? There we go. Also, some other things that I've kind of done between episodes. Decoration. I've crafted a cushion. I've worked with handcrafted before. I mainly used it in the server version that we had for Better Minecraft a while ago. But this I've already made before. I had no real hardships from doing that. On crafting table, we've gotten a few of these from being in Twilight Forest. So I have a few of these. I think those are mainly the only ones that I've dealt with recently. But yeah. Those were the few things I managed to do in between episodes. The uncrafting table I've had for a while. I just needed to collect it, and I didn't want to collect it off camera. And then the cushion, whenever I go in and do like handcrafted like furniture stuff, I'm going to need cushions and stuff like that. So that was an easy one to go ahead and get out the way. Oh, I forgot that since we went through a bubble blower and emeralds. Ooh, so who made this one? I really need to know who did this one. Oh, one of the chefs did the emeralds. Oh, that's cute. Okay, and who did the bubble blower? Oh, one of the flower people did the bubble blower. That's actually really cute. Typically during the winter, I'm not around here because I don't want to harm my villagers. So I spend a lot of the winters up at my actual base instead of down here. So I didn't even notice those guys existed. Why are you in here? At least in here, y'all can get in and out, no problem. What does the bubble blower do? Allows... what? It's a bubble! It's actually great! Oh my god, I'm walking into it, pops it! Oh my god, the noise. I love that. Okay, now there's that. This kind of matches in tone with this. I wanted it to be a different color so it blatantly looks different. I'm eventually going to have fences and stuff around this once we get the actual building itself up. But this allows us to have just a nice flow out here, and there'll be tables and stuff out here as well. Okay, now this is just very, very basic for the time being. The stairs are probably, well, the stairs themselves aren't going to change, but the banisters next to the stairs, those are probably going to change. Just so I don't have to worry about the samey color thing. They don't look like banister pieces currently. I'll eventually change those out to where they actually do look like banisters and stuff. Just for right now, I was getting an idea as to what it could look like, so I use the same block. This is where the bar is going to go. It's probably going to just be in this corner. This is going to be like one of those windows that I have on that stand right there. Just right here, right next to all of this. And then this is going to be one of the doors, and then there's going to be another one entrance from the actual pier itself into here. And then, of course, we have a full scale upstairs where there's going to be some rooms and stuff for people to stay here. But that was what I wanted to get done with this for today. I kind of wanted to get the feel for this building in place so I can kind of figure out where I want this to go. And that's kind of going to be where the pier stops and that continues. So that means I can actually expand this field out this way a little bit. So that the farmers actually have a little bit more space. Also means I gotta rip all this up. Okay, and that's kind of going to be where I'm going to leave this piece for today. Of course, we still have to go back to the actual base and get some more stuff done on that one. So I'm going to quickly go like dump my inventory in a box and then want to head up that way. Okay, and how I got the cushion achievement is I went ahead and made one of these handcrafted beds. I went ahead and put one inside the house so that we can go ahead and get a start on the bedroom, which of course is part of the functional upstairs. But main thing we're working on today is trying to get as much of this roof done as possible. I actually came up with a bit of an idea that I kind of want to stick here. That just helps vary up the roof line a little bit and gives us some smaller pieces. I'm planning on putting one like back here somewhere. Possibly like here. And that gives us just like a few breaks in the walls to help with this tall as heck roof line. And of course, I'm going to need to bust this back out because I'm going to need... I have plenty of stacks of this, so I shouldn't have very many issues. That dude is so camouflaged. Here's my bow. He is just so camouflaged over there. I will give you that, sir. I completely missed. Get off the tree. And that is the entire roof built up to match the tower. The tower is kind of the last bit I have. This is actually built up twice. And I feel like I need to bring it up at least one more in order for it to really fit up against this. I'm probably going to leave the roofing for the inside of the tower here, though. Like, just the inside, like, ceiling bit. And then just do a longer chandelier to kind of help fill up everything. Now, I don't think I really like the maple here. I think I want to go back to my village and grab some of the pieces that I'm using for their upstairs and use it for this. I don't think you had to eat that loud, sir. But I think that's going to help with the drastic color difference because we go from dark to kind of light and then lightest at the top. Which I think will look good. Okay. Definitely have a preference for that. It looks a lot better with the paler block up there than it would have looked with the maple up there. Now, this greenery is going to continue up there, so a bit more of the white is going to be covered, but I did do a lot of the covering with this window, and there's a whole nother balcony right there. There is going to be a door in that. I haven't gotten around to it, but there is going to be another ebony door like these two up there. So there is going to be a little bit more of the black in there, and I think we're definitely going to continue this paler effect up here in this roof line. Oh yeah, we're definitely keeping that for the front of the house. I really love how this project is turning out. Now, eventually, the roofline is going to be broken up with a bunch of leaves. I've been thinking about taking in some of the maple leaves. Hold on. From this biome over here, these Japanese maple. Taking in a few of these to keep the darker one, to keep like the purpley theme, but also bring in a darker color that kind of matches like the reddish pink that we have on the windows. And bring it into more of the house. Because the purple we have up there does really match like these small flowers we have down here. But it's very bright in comparison to how much darker purples and leaning more into like a magenta type color that I have everywhere else. And the pinky purple of the windows. So I think we're definitely going to take some of those leaves and like plop them in some areas and essentially make this place look more overgrown. But in order to kind of make stuff look more destroyed and more overgrown, you have to build it up regular first, which is always the complicated part. But I think that is where I'm going to leave this video. We have started the stuff for the dock. We have finished the roof line for this. Finished it. I don't have to touch these stairs and stuff up here again. Now, I do have to still get the tower in place. That's got to go up at least one more. And then I have to get a roofing on that. And I don't know how I'm going to do that. I don't know if I'm just going to make it like a more of a flat top roof. Or am I going to try and do another like dome sort of roof that I've done like only once before? Either way, that is going to be all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.